Our first exercise is your step up. You do not have to do these with dumbbells as pictured in the video. Actually, I'd prefer for you not to. Just do them with body weight. So you're gonna lead with the left foot first. Just make sure that when you step up, that you stand up tall at the top of the platform and then lead with the left foot. So the left foot goes up first and then it goes down first. You're gonna repeat this movement for about a minute to 90 seconds and then you'll switch sides. Up next, we have our lateral step. You want to get into a nice squatting position, chin up, chest up, abs tight. Push your glutes way out so it looks like you're sitting in a chair. Sit down to about a right angle position, and then you're going to walk laterally. You want to make sure that you take small steps and don't bring your feet together. Next, we have our lateral pivot walk. Here, you're gonna squat down and then you're gonna pivot 180 degrees. It's very important to make sure that you pivot on the ball of your foot. It's very important to make sure that you turn that foot every single time. If you don't turn, your knee will stick and you'll injure yourself. So squat and then pivot 180 degrees all the way down the line. Up next, we have our straight leg kickback. You want to get close to the wall so that you're standing upright. And then once you're in that position, you're going to slowly push the right leg back and squeeze the glute all the way to the peak of the movement. You're only going back as far as you can with the straight leg, so make sure that you're not bending at the knee. And again, stand nice and tall and contract the glute all the way through the movement. Next, we have our hip flexors. Here you want to lay on your side and you want to stack your legs. Once you begin the exercise, you're going to exhale and squeeze the hip complex area to drive the right leg up as high as possible without turning your foot, right? When you bring your leg back down, your foot is going to stop right before it touches, and then you'll repeat the movement. Next, we have our glute bridge. You're gonna lay on your back with your feet and knees about hip width apart, and your hands should be palms down next to your hips. From here, you're gonna exhale and contract the glutes to drive the hips up as high as possible. When you get to the peak of the movement, if you still have air to blow out, you're gonna continue to exhale and contract the glutes, and then inhale down slowly and controlled. You wanna make sure that your breath dictates your movement. So you exhale, contract the glutes on the way up, and then inhale down with control. Here we have our bird dog. With the bird dog, you want to start in a modified plank position. So that means you're going to be on your hands and knees. You'll fully extend the right arm and the left leg to create a straight line. And then from there, you're going to exhale and curl into a ball. You want the right elbow to drive towards the right quad, and then the left knee should be driving towards the left elbow. Once you get in, once you crunch in, you want to squeeze into a ball as tightly as possible, and then inhale and open up and extend the right arm and the left leg and repeat the movement. you do this exercise, make sure that you take your time. The point here is to move slowly and deliberately. You do not want to rush the movement. There's no need to do that. We want to make sure that you're connecting your breath with the muscles so that you can feel the contraction, so that you can feel your body connected as you move through this movement. Up next, we have our lower ab pulse. So here you're gonna start on your back with a diamond in the small of your back. You want your legs up to a right angle position. When you start the movement, you're gonna exhale and rock your pelvis and contract the lower ab muscles to create this movement. You don't wanna rely on momentum, so you can see that I'm stopping my feet right at that right angle position. I don't want them to drop any lower than that. And then from there, again, the focus is to exhale, contract the lower abs, and rock the pelvis. Next, we have our bent over posterior fly. Here you want to slightly bend the legs and then table your back. What that means is you're going to push your butt out as you bend your back. If you don't push your butt out, you'll arch your back. You'll see a nice rounded shoulder. So practice this movement in front of the mirror. Stand with your profile facing the mirror so that you can make sure that you're in the proper position. Once you're there, you're gonna extend the arms all the way out, and then you're simply gonna exhale and contract the back muscles as you open up your arms, right? Spread the wings open, contract the back muscles, and then return to your starting position. Here we have the posterior fly on the ball. So what you're gonna do is lay down on the ball. You want the ball to be in your abdomen when you get set up. From there, you want to spread your feet apart and put your feet right up against the wall so that you're more stable. And then you're going to allow your body to drop over the ball and extend your arms all the way out. Next, you're going to exhale, and again, just like in the previous exercise, contract those posterior delt and back muscles. Squeeze those muscles as hard as possible when you open your arms up, and then inhale and return to your starting position. Up next, we have our pulse rows. So with this exercise, you want to lay flat on your stomach. You want your arms extended by your sides. And then from here, you're just going to exhale and you're going to contract the back and shoulder muscles to lift your torso up, right? So it's very important to understand that you're not lifting with your neck. You're not lifting with your head, right? When you come up, the only reason you're lifting up is because you're exhaling and contracting the back muscles to draw your torso off the mat. Inhale back down to your starting position and repeat the movement. Here we have our reverse snow angels. Again, you're gonna lay flat on your stomach, but this time you wanna start by extending your arms out in front with your palms together. From there, you're gonna turn the palms out, exhale, and swim or do a breaststroke, right? Bring your arms all the way back to your sides and then turn the wrists out and return them back to their starting position again. have our seal push-up. With the seal push-up, you want to make sure that your hips are attached to the mat. So you're going to lay flat on your stomach, keep your hips connected to the mat, and then slowly push your upper body up until your arms are fully extended, right? So exhale, push yourself up until your arms are fully extended, and then inhale and return to your starting position. Up next, we have reachers. Again, you're gonna lay flat on your stomach in a prone position. To begin the exercise, you're gonna start with your arms bent at a right angle position next to your sides, and then you're gonna extend the arms all the way out in front. Inhale when you do that, then exhale and pull the elbows all the way back to the torso with control. Great job. If you work straight through this whole workout, it should take you about 12 minutes. My recommendation is that you repeat this exercise program 3 times altogether. It'll take you about 36 minutes to complete, and it'll ensure that you get a total body workout, again, equipped or designed to help you realign with your body so that you can move more effectively. Take your time, make sure that you're focused on your form, your range of motion, your breathing technique. If you guys have any questions about these movements, make sure that you reach out to me as soon as possible. Otherwise, live life elevated, keep it moving. Peace.